Right, so Mark Gurman has given us a bunch of new tidbits regarding future iPads. He says the 2022 iPads should be gaining glass backs, and also apparently Apple is indeed working on iPads that exceed 12.9 inches, so maybe we could see a 15-inch or 16-inch iPad Pro in the near future. And so let's delve into everything, but first, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors, and with that being said, let's just tuck in. Right, so beginning with the 2022 iPad Pro, Mark Gurman doesn't say anything particularly new. Instead, he pretty much reiterates a few points he made in the past. And well, the main point he mentions once again is that yes, we should see a glass back on the 2022 iPad Pro. Now you may be wondering, why does the iPad Pro need a glass back? Well, apparently we could see MagSafe with the next generation iPad Pro, which could enable wireless charging but also reverse wireless charging. Now guys, to be honest, I could care less about wireless charging on the iPad, but what excites me is reverse charging, because imagine charging your iPhone, your AirPods, your Apple Watch, or through the back of your iPad. That just sounds amazing, and it could literally be your power bank on the go. I think another reason behind the glass back could be because Apple needs something to look different with this generation of the iPad, because it's been 3 generations now with the same basic design, and well, Apple likes to redesign their main products every 3 years or so, and so it is time for the iPad to get a makeover, but the issue is, there really is not a lot to change. The iPad has peaked when it comes to the design, and so yes, maybe Apple thought that, hey, let's just give it a glass back so it looks slightly different from the older models. But anyways, moving on to the more exciting changes, Gurman does say that we are going to see bigger iPad Pros in the future that could exceed 12.9 inches. Now, Mark Gurman does make it pretty clear that these larger iPads are very early in development, and so they won't be ready for a few years. In fact, Mark Gurman says there is a chance it could be scrapped as a whole, and so yes, this isn't definitely happening, but it could happen in the near future. Now, to be honest, I'm kinda surprised Apple is pushing back these larger iPads, because I was thinking with the 2022 redesign, we could see bigger sizes, since obviously with the iPhone lineup, we have the same sizes for 3 years, and then when the redesign comes around, we see new sizes, and so I thought the same applied to the iPad, and so since we've seen 3 generations of the same sizes, I thought it was time to see bigger iPads. But apparently not, because the 2022 iPad Pro should be available in the same 11-inch and 12.9-inch sizes, which I guess some of you guys might be happy about, because of course, you can continue to use your existing Magic Keyboards. But anyways, coming back to this future iPad Pro Max, I am totally on board for this idea, because I think a bigger iPad Pro could allow Apple to give us, number one, better multitasking options on the iPad, because I've always wanted floating windows on the iPad, much like we have on the Mac. And one argument I see all the time regarding that is that floating windows might not work that well on the current sizes, and well, a bigger iPad Pro Max could easily resolve that, since you have a much larger canvas, and so yes, maybe this could allow Apple to give us more split screen and multitasking options on the iPad. But also, I know many of you guys use your iPad as your main computer, and so I think you would appreciate the bigger size, especially if you do use the Apple Pencil. I can imagine an artist or a student jotting up notes, they would appreciate the much larger display. Now obviously you might wonder how these new sizes will be implemented in the iPad Pro range, and well, I can see it going 2 ways. Either we see a third size option alongside the 11-inch and 12.9-inch variants that could be insanely expensive, or maybe the 15-inch iPad Pro replaces the 12.9-inch size, and so yes, maybe the 11-inch also gets bigger alongside it, and then the iPad Air becomes the remaining 11-inch iPad in the range. Now I think the latter is going to happen, because 3 sizes in the iPad Pro range could be a little much, and in my opinion, the 11-inch iPad Pro and the iPad Air are just way too similar, and so yes, I think it would be a good idea to make the base iPad Pro a little larger so that there is a physical difference with the iPad Air and the base iPad Pro. But let me know in the comments below what's your thoughts on a larger iPad Pro. Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out the video in the icon above about details regarding the M2X MacBook Pro. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.